Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Guys, if you've tuned in for the 30-day wedding photography crash course, I just want to thank you for watching. And if you haven't tuned in for that yet, you can go back to this playlist and watch all 30 days plus some other content that's on there as well. I think it might be really helpful. But today I want to talk a little bit about posing dogs at engagement sessions and at weddings. And from time to time, we get a puppy or two that comes out to a session, and it's a whole lot of fun. But if you have a dog or have been around dogs, then you know that they can get stressed easily when they're in new situations or environments, and it becomes a lot of work having to deal with a dog. So I just want to hop on here real quick and share some information on how you can photograph dogs and their owners a little bit better, a little bit easier, and get some great images out of it. So my first tip is to make sure that at a session, whether it's an engagement session or during a portrait session at a wedding, that there is always a dog handler. That would be probably the number one tip, and that's actually why I'm sharing it first. It becomes a lot of work when you're having to wrangle the dog after you're finished shooting it, and you have to shoot portraits. Having to wrangle the dog becomes a lot of work. So I would suggest bringing somebody along, or actually having the couple bring somebody along, a friend, a parent. For wedding days, there is a few companies that will actually pick up your dog from your house, bring it to the wedding, handle them at the wedding, and take them home. One of the locals in the area is called Here Comes the Pup PA. They were really awesome to work with the other day, and they completely handled Harper at the wedding that we were at last week. Super easy. So always have somebody to wrangle the dog, handle the dog, make sure that they can go to the bathroom, and that way you're not holding on to the dog during the rest of the session. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is to bring treats or anything that's going to get their attention, a squeaky toy, something like that. Either have your couple bring one, or maybe you can have some in your bag just for those random cases of you have a dog that you have to photograph. Maybe just keep some dog treats in your car, or keep a squeaky tennis ball or toy in your car as well, in case you have to photograph a dog from time to time. So not a bad idea to have those nearby. We like to hold treats or toys above our camera just so that the dog is looking directly at me. That way it looks like their eyes are looking right into camera, and that typically has worked pretty well. Tip number three is to get the couple down onto the dog's level. Have them squat next to the dog, have them kind of sit next to the dog, anything to bring them down to the same eye level or close to the same eye level of the dog. Makes for some really great photos. Make sure everybody scoots in close together. So that's a quick little tip. There's really not a whole lot you can do with dogs. We only shoot with them for maybe 15 minutes or less, because after that they get a little bit stressed. They aren't sure they want to do this anymore, and they start acting out a little bit. So 10-15 minutes with a dog is all we need. Typically we'll do what I just mentioned, the couple squatting next to the dog on the same level as the dog, and then we'll do a walking shot where the couple literally holds hands and walks with the dog. And then other than that, we'll do a quick, like, stand there, have the dog on the leash, you guys look at me, look at each other, that sort of thing. It's really, really quick and simple. And then we'll do some individuals of the groom with the dog and the bride with the dog. And then if we can, we'll get the dog sitting just by itself. That way they have a great little shot of the dog, a great photo of the dog. Lastly, last tip, this is something that I forget to do all the time, and it's going to be very natural for you guys to forget about it, but you want to make sure that you're focusing on the dog's eyes and not on its nose. It's really kind of difficult to do because they are so close together, but the dog will be out of focus, obviously, when you focus on its nose. Its snout comes out significantly farther than the rest of its face. So make sure that you are focusing on the eyes. It's something I forget to do all the time until about halfway through the shoot. I'm like, crap, all those photos I took earlier are out of focus because I was focusing on the nose. It'll still look fine. Don't worry about it too much, but if you can remember, focus on the eyes. So we're going to jump into a little video real quick, some behind the scenes footage of us working with two different dogs. One was Harper from Sarah and Danny's wedding on a Friday, and then the next day we shot with Kona and TJ and Aaron at their beach wedding. So we're going to jump in here and I'm going to kind of walk you through what I'm doing, all right? All right, here we go.
Oh, such a good girl. Good girl. We got all sorts of treats.
All right, you can see they're in a very basic pose, just arms around each other, and we got Harper to sit down in front of them. I always like it when the dog is sitting rather than standing. It just looks a little bit nicer. And I have Steph holding a treat right next to my camera. The tricky part is that there's a lot of people around me. There's 2 dog handlers. You got Steph, you got myself, and then you have somebody else to my right. And it just becomes a lot for the dog to pay attention to. So it's okay to tell everybody to come like right next to you, come surround you, and get the dog's attention. But other than that, like just make a lot of noise, get her attention, hold some treats up. If you have a squeaky toy, that works well. Just make sure that you are rewarding her every so often. Every like 30 seconds or a minute, we are giving her a treat just to reassure her that she's doing the right thing. Back up a little bit. That's great. Oh, I know. Someone can go reward her. Go reward her. Yeah. You can come. Yeah, that's good there too. Yep. Let me have Danny. Let me have you. You're almost gonna come behind her. Yep, right there is great.
Harper, look. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, tuck it behind. Can you guys hold it over my head? Yeah.
Can I stop close enough?
Harper, look. Trees. Oh, you're smiling.
That is so sweet. Can you guys look at each other?
Good girl. Oh my God, you guys so cute.
Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking one more time.
Oh, what a good girl.
Oh, all right, go give her another treat. Go give her another treat.
Who's gonna have all the treats?
Come around her one more time. I just want to get a close up of her, all right?
Good girl. Oh, you're so
Hi.
Harper, look at
Can you guys share a kiss behind her? Is that possible? Nice job. Awesome, guys. Looking back at me again.
Good girl.
Hi.
Harper, look.
Look at trees.
Keep focusing on her nose and not her eyes. Remember to focus on her eyes, not on her nose. For this type of pose, I am focusing solely on Harper. I want to get a close-up of her with Sarah and Danny kind of in the background surrounding her, filling the frame. It looks really, really nice. You want to bring them closer than you'd expect to bring them because gaps on camera look way, way bigger than they do in person. So bring them close. Just be careful not to spook the dog. They typically don't like it when somebody's right on top of them or behind them. And hide that leash if you can as well. Pro tip. There we go. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, you're too cute.
Good girl. She's like, I got it. Treats today.
Oh, you're so good.
That's awesome.
I know, you're
guys.
so excited. She is so good.
Sweet.
Harper, look over here, sweetie. Treats?
There you go. Yeah, you put your arm around. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's adorable. So good. Look over at Harper for me. Can you get her attention to you, Danny, and see if she'll give you some attention at all?
That's a fake.
That's sweet, guy. You fooled me.
Harper. You know I have to give her another. We'll do the cute ones. Yeah. Harper. Oh. Let me kiss. Kiss.
Oh, she's so.
Good girl.
She's like, I want to look at the camera, but I want to look at mom and camera. Cute. Both of you guys. Oh, there you go. You can give her the treat. You're good. Can I get both of you guys right here now?
Harper.
Harper, look.
Oh, guys, that's sweet.
Oh, good girl.
Harper.
Yep.
Hello, sweetie.
Sarah here again. Good.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, we got her.
Good girl.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go, guys. That's great. All right, everybody looking right at me, okay, guys?
Harper.
Everybody right here. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3.
Good girl, Harper. Look at the tree.
Sarah, right over here. There you go.
Harper.
Back up just a little further. There we go. There you go. Again, ready, guys? Oh, Harper. Oh, she's laying down. That's all right. That's actually pretty sweet. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Hey, everybody looking at the bride and groom. Danny and Sarah, give each other a kiss. she's going for a sniff. We got the photo. We're good. Yeah, we're good on Harper. All right. When I say go, you're gonna walk towards me slowly. All right. Looking at each other. Are you ready? Set. Go ahead. Perfect, guys. Good job. Can you guys kiss and walk at the same time? Big heart for you there. Beautiful, guys. This one's pretty straightforward. The bride and groom are going to hold hands, walk towards you. This time you're just adding a dog into the mix, and one of them or both of them are going to be holding the leash to the dog. I would just suggest that you hold the leash a little bit tighter than normal. That way the dog isn't walking you and isn't like 10 feet ahead of you. Having them right at your feet is probably best for the photo. At least that's what we have found. So those are the 3 poses that we typically do: squatting next to the dog, walking with the dog, and then standing there with the dog sitting in front of you. Those are the best poses that we found and that work best for us. But you guys might have discovered some poses that work better for you. And if you have, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Guys, so that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. The rest of Sarah and Danny's full behind the scenes wedding is actually on my Patreon. So head on over to the Patreon link in the description below and you can sign up for the Patreon page and get access to exclusive bonus content like this full behind the scenes wedding. I think it's hitting around somewhere around 30 minutes right now for more behind the scenes content over there for their wedding. So go sign up. There are 50 spots available for the early bird. I just launched this Patreon, so I would love your support over there. It's only $5 a month for some exclusive content like behind the scenes wedding videos. I'm going to be giving away some prompt and posing tips and some cards and photos you can keep on your phone to reference during shoots. And then you're going to get some email templates, some contract templates, questionnaire templates, that sort of thing, along with so much more that I have in store for you guys down the road in the future. So if you're feeling generous, please go support me on Patreon. It would mean the world to me. Other than that, if you don't want to support me on Patreon, that's okay, and you just want to hit subscribe, the subscribe button below, that would mean a lot to me as well. And maybe hit that like button and share this content with a friend who might find it valuable, and I will see you guys in the next video.